I'm back with another triggering topic. And today I want to talk about how annoying it is to see that no matter the socioeconomic standing, black men always expect the black woman to be able to forgive the unforgivable, to allow him to play in her face, and she must accept him back with her arms wide open. And, I was thinking about this when I was watching the clips from this year's BET Awards. Bow Wow was on there. I was watching Bow Wow's performance on the 106 in Park segment, and he did the song Like You, the one that features Ciara. And, he did the performance solo when he did Ciara's parts. Now, after the performance, he was asked why Ciara didn't do the performance with him. And he played like he ain't know if anyone had reached out to Ciara. Of course they did, Bow Wow. But he goes on to say that he found out later that she was in the audience and he hopes that he can get her on the Scream tour so that they can do the song for the fans. Now, this is really where playing in your face comes in, because in 2019, this man was performing that very song, Like You, and stopped the show to call Ciara the B word, unprovoked, mind you, and say that he had her first. And when he said that, Ciara had already been married for 3 years to Russell Wilson. So you talking about a married woman and what y'all used to do for what? That's wildly disrespectful. And then my thing is that how could you do something like that? So public disrespect, no apology, and definitely not a public apology. And this woman is supposed to ignore all of that and then perform with you for the fans? No. And you may think this is too deep, but I don't. I really think this is just another example of how black men have normalized disrespect against the black woman so much. And, we supposedly are always, and I really feel like it's not even supposedly, we do, turn the other cheek and oftentimes give them grace. And, and we do that so much as a collective that they not only expect it, but they believe that they are truly entitled to it. So, because my thing is, I'm saying if you're Bow Wow, right? A grown man with your little bite-sized behind looking like a melanated Keebler elf, you fix your mouth to publicly say how you had me first and call me out my name, call me a B. Don't hold your breath on me ever performing with you again. And honestly, that, or this entitlement that black men have that they can always be forgiven no matter what they do, I'm really being honest here. It comes from the fact that black women usually do just that. And I'm going to tell y'all, like, if a man cheats on you, yes, even one time, if a man cheats on you and you accept him back, you're part of the problem. It's just that simple. If a man calls you out of your name and disrespects you and you stay, you're a part of the problem. You add to this entitlement. If a man puts his hands on you and you stay after that first time, unfortunately, sis, you're part of the problem. If a man has dragged you for filth to the deepest, darkest pits of hell, and you are still saying, my man, my man, my man, my man, you're part of the problem. If you have a man that has treated you like trash and you've forgiven him 1,000,000 times over and over and over again, and you're still laid up with them, but you stop talking to your girlfriend the very first time y'all had a disagreement, you're part of the problem. If you're allowing a man to mooch off you, live in your place, drink up your kids' drinks, and eat your kids' fruit snacks, and he not paying nothing on the rent and the bills, he's not doing it, you're part of the problem. Period. And I need to say this again, like, honestly, because I really want y'all to understand this. If you let a man touch you, kiss you, be intimate with you, have intercourse with you, and you know that he has done all of that to someone else behind your back, and you let him do it to you, you're part of the problem. And, that is what breeds this entitlement, this arrogance, this confidence that black men have that they can do the worst of the worst of the worst. And all they have to do is say, come here, baby. And we finna start running. And I just want y'all to know that I've also been in this situation. And so I don't want anyone that's listening to this, like any black woman that's listening to this, to say, oh, she's just looking down on us. She's just saying that it's us, but she doesn't know what she's talking about. I've been in this position as well, extending grace to a man that was not deserving of it. My first husband, him putting his hands on me, doing all type of things to me, and him expecting, not and being full of entitlement and expecting that I was just supposed to forgive him and give him grace. Knowing that if I did any of the things that he did to me, he wouldn't be cool with it, And I really think that too many times, black women, we as a collective, we are so free with our forgiveness and grace when it comes to black men that they begin to expect it and they think that they deserve it, and they don't. And what's even worse is they never reciprocate. They never give us the grace and the forgiveness that's extended to them, which is why there are so many excuses made for black men getting locked up, black men making bad decisions, black men being broke, black men being traitorous, and this, that, and the third. But if a black woman does anything wrong, it's the end of the be-all. She's worthless. She don't deserve nothing. It's all her fault. There's no excuses to be made for her, even though she's growing up in the same environment that these black men that need all this grace are. You know what I'm saying? And that is exactly the reason why I say people think I'm trying to be funny, but I'm not. But this is the reason why I say so often that black women need to stop giving grace to men. And I really do mean it. Stop giving grace to men. Stop forgiving men for things that they would never, ever, ever, ever forgive you for. If a man disrespects you, let that be his first and last time. Never see him again. Never talk to him again. Never ever mention his name again. Make it as if he never existed. And, I think personally that Ciara did the right thing by not performing with him. And I truly hope that she continues to pay him dust. And for the rest of his days, he has to perform that song without her. I'm just really tired of seeing, black women treated as less than and bending over backwards to, defend and protect a collective of men that will never do the same, But let me just keep going forward. Like I said, Bow Wow, it's not even meant to be that serious. He just irritated me, just playing crazy. But anyway, I also really quick, before I let y'all go, I wanted to talk about something else too. Black male hypocrisy. And this should fit right in because the man that I'm about to discuss is or was Bow Wow's mentor, Jermaine Dupri. Now, I saw online that a new song, a collaboration with Jermaine Dupri featuring T.I., 2 Chainz, and Young Dro just came out. And I can't even show y'all any clips or even steals from the video because it is far too explicit for YouTube and I ain't trying to get in trouble. But I'll just let y'all know there are strippers, half naked, fully naked women everywhere. Of course, money, and of course, women gyrating and being objectified per usual. Now, as far as the song goes, it is called Turn Around. So you already know what they want you to turn around and show them. So, the same old boring lyrics that black men have been saying since the late 80s. Objectifying women, talking about money, violence, blah, 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 blah. Now, what is the big deal about this? Not that, because we already know that that's what black men have been doing. They're probably going to continue to do. No original ideas. But what was perplexing to me was to see that this was the new offering from Jermaine Dupri, since his little Lucky Charms leprechaun self was just saying in 2019 that all of the female rappers are rapping about the same thing. He says, I don't think they're showing us who's the best rapper. For me, it's like strippers rapping. As far as rap goes, I'm not getting who was the best rapper. Well, in his case, I need to know who is the best male rapper. Because all of these knuckleheads, including the ones you just put on this song, are rapping about the same thing all day, every day, too. Criminality, violence, money, hurting their fellow brother, and degrading women, and talking about turn around, let me see them booty chicks. Let me stop. For real. Turn around and let me see them booty chicks. So, that's just blowing my mind. The hypocrisy there. And then this man doubled down on what he said in 2020. So my thing is, for you to be a rapper, producer, whatever, to sit there with your bald-headed behind and then talk about female rappers and them making stripper music or whatever you want to call it and say they're not rapping about nothing, but then to turn around and come out with a song called Turn Around that is whack, mind you, trash. It's laughable to me. Like, and I constantly say, like, the double standards that black men have in the black community is wild. It's wild. Truthfully, the things that black men can get away with versus what black women can get away with is crazy. How hard everybody is on black women versus allowing black men to escape all accountability is absolutely insane. Because my thing is that black men have glorified and glamorized being a stripper for literally decades. Then this man who was just talking trash has a new video that is still glamorizing stripping and making it seem like to impressionable young women that in this lifestyle, you'll be able to get paid. You'll be able to be around rich and powerful men. All you got to do is have a big booty, go to the surgeon and pop it. You know what I'm saying? And then after you do all of that, glamorizing, then you get mad because there are young women that turn into black female rappers, or they are black female rappers and strippers or whatever you want to call, or whoever you perceive to be pushing that type of lifestyle and rapping. You mad? You're part of the problem. Come again. Like, y'all, I'm sorry. I'm getting excited. I'm doing too much. Let me calm down. All right? It just doesn't make any sense. You say you don't like the stripper rap. You act like you don't like strippers. You act like you don't like the super sexual lyrics that are coming from black female rappers. He also mentioned Cardi B, who is not a black woman, but she's still in the black rap space. So you're mad at all of these women, but yet you're doing the same thing. Yet you're encouraging the same thing to continue to be pushed towards impressionable young people. What? I mean, and it's also crazy to me because a lot of these men, and I'm sure T.I., because he's super red pill coded, okay? You got all of these black men that swear that we the leaders. We the leaders. We the leaders of the black community. Yes, we are. It's our God-given right to be the leaders. Well, then why are y'all surprised when some women follow your lead? But anyway, I just really want black men to look in the mirror sometimes. Truthfully, because a lot of the things, or a lot of the times, the things that you see in black women that you supposedly don't like, if you look in the mirror, honestly and critically, you will see those things reflected right straight back in your eyes. You're doing the same thing, or most of the times, even worse. But I digress. If you watched this whole video and you enjoyed it, then please do me a favor and drop a 22 down below in the comments, and I will tell you why. Because number one, Jermaine Dupri is boo. And the other thing is that new song, Turn Around, is boo. Doo-doo garbage, okay? And if you can't donate to my Cash App above to help support the channel, that's no problem at all. I know times are hard out here, so just do your girl a free favor. Follow your girl on TikTok for the free. I live stream there exclusively. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And also follow me on YouTube. Hit that notification bell and subscribe. And as always, ladies, I really love to hear from y'all. So please drop your thoughts, comments, and feelings down below.